What's up, you guys? All right. My name is Jessie. I'm not very good at remembering to do intros. I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep working on being more intentional and consistent. I want you people to feel safe, comfortable, that I'm reliable. I do have a gypsy spirit, but I think a lot of us do, and I do take this serious even if I bring a kind of whimsical or playful element. I read the energy intuitively, and I will keep you guys updated when I get more established on doing personal readings. All right, feeling a lot in the heart. I also think it's related to some other things, but just take what resonates. Always trust your own inner guidance over everything else as well. Okay. All right. Collective energy right now I'm getting is in this Fool energy because of feeling overwhelmed. It could be that there's burdens that it's feeling more of like an emotional kind of situation, because we have this Three of Swords out here too. So it's like there's a lack of, because you're in this Fool energy, there's a lack of connection to the divine, and I'm getting it's like this overwhelm, and all of the feelings of betrayal are coming up, or it's almost like a desire for revenge because you're sick of having to deal with it, kind of thing, or like you're sick of not having like just not wanting to feel the pain. I'm getting like there's a need to get grounded, and they keep giving me the message of something about like going forward, like health is going to be like a vital aspect of this for all of us, because needing to be trusting your intuition over everything else and like be in tune with your body. Like this Fool energy isn't bad. It's just like with this Hierophant reverse, it's giving like very ungrounded. So it's giving like a F everything. I don't want to feel this pain, so I'm just going to be reckless. Even though it's not reversed, I'm just getting like a recklessness. Wanting that freedom above everything else. So, there's moments of that where it just is like, yeah, you feel like you're gonna go absolutely crazy, or like you're willing to do whatever it takes to get out of the discomfort. And the more that I'm in that, I get in that space a lot too. And like the heart pain that I've had to go through, like has been one of those that's just like, I mean, there's not really an escape for that anyway, but, there's some of those that really suck. And what always happens though, is the only thing you can really do is surrender. And so that's kind of more and more, like every time I do I stay tuned in with my body and I try to listen to it, I feel better, and my body like everything, my energy and everything, my hormones, like everything starts to like, look better. Like I noticed that, but at first I have a lifelong, probably chronic pattern of like jumping out of my body or like going against my own, intuition, I guess. And because I used to run from my feelings by pouring it into fitness, so now it's like that still is like a habit that I'm trying to rewire myself to like want to listen to my body first and heed that and allow that to kind of like guide me. And this might be the rest of our lives, you guys, because can't speak on that for other people, but a lot of us, pain doesn't feel good, so it's not comfortable. So I think it's natural to want to run away from it instead of lean into it. And self-care wasn't something that a lot of us are learning that as we go. Like I think to some degree, but like I've always been restless. I never used to be a napper. I never used to like stop and take breaks. Like I would go, like I remember that with my ex. I was like, he always like, his family, like they sit around a lot, and I remember being so uncomfortable around them because of that, because I was like, I want to like move my body and like do things. I don't just want to sit around all day. And it would like, but then on the other hand, like the rest, every time I would make myself rest, so my body would always like thank me. So that got a little bit off track, but that kind of to me ties in with all of this. So despite all of that, you're sitting in this Two of Wands position, like staying open and allowing yourself to kind of be pliable with what the universe, like trying to stay tuned into what the universe is asking. And there's a flexibility with that one. That's a very like mutable energy. Justice is like acting out. I don't know what I was trying to say. The divine is bringing, like, I'm getting a lot of like, you guys have been like learning how to just like let things go, that you're like, I don't even know what to do about this. And so the divine keeps stepping in and like bringing this justice, which kind of pairs with this. And I'm just going to try to keep going with my kid, y'all. It's just every single day. So I try, but he doesn't care about his volume. He just doesn't really get it. But anyway, he's a kid too. Two of Wands. I'm getting this kind of pairing with the Two of Wands of like, you're trying to figure out what you can control and then like letting the rest go. And the divine is stepping in to help with like these outer energies that are at warring against you, essentially. So it's like this imbalance. Like I'm getting all this competitive energy that's going on around you, and this, which might be giving you this feeling of overwhelm, and these people watching. There's an intensity there, or tension. All right. Giving, and I've been saying that too, like you're giving the divine that you're ready, despite everything, I guess. Seven of Cups reverse. So you're moving out of mental fog. More things are coming to the surface. That might even be subconsciously, like more things are coming up. There's a lack of inspiration, not wanting to juggle responsibilities or go within. And then judgment is being called for these energies that are like taking away your power and causing health issues, so that you can still come back and shine, and feel that freedom again. So it's been one of those, like, I feel like just repeating the same things over and over and over to my kid, and we've had to do like the same things. And it's one of those, like, I'm not really feeling the Ten of Wands, but I'm feeling like if something doesn't change, I'm gonna freak out. I don't feel like that. Like, I don't feel like the other day I was like hyper triggered. I don't feel like that, but I'm just so ready for there to be some novelty. Okay, so I think what's happening is like that you're giving up, you're surrendering some of the control and of the things that are like, it's too much, or you just, again, it's a cycle that just keeps repeating and you're like, I don't know. It's obviously not something, that's that temperance where it's like you're here doing your part, but then you're in the spirit as well. So that part is beautiful. I think that with this three of what they're giving me for this Three of Swords is like, if it's a vengefulness because you want to avenge your bloodline, like you want to avenge your ancestors, you want to be the avenger, that's super powerful. I just got really big what that was about. But I definitely will say, and I struggle with this too, because this one is like, and I remember I just read that about my moon sign, how like that secrets and betrayals are like something I can't, like, don't cope well with. And so I know that as well that there's like sometimes you get that like vengefulness to like fight back, and you think that sometimes you think it's like, this is it's a feisty energy to like get the ball rolling again or something. But like usually that, I think that causes more of that heart pain, because it's really like those people that have gone against you, like that's the role that they're playing. It's not that you're actually going to be able to avenge them in this lifetime. And that's really that's that surrender of giving it to God, because it's like, that's not actually our job, and you may never get that justice in this life. Like you may never get closure or anything like that. So, and then it's the thing is too, once you start to love yourself and you come back to yourself, you're like, that's not going to give me solace. It's really that the wound needs to be seen and felt and loved, like poured love into. Again, I'm just speaking from like how it's been for me. So, those moments where you have to just sit in pain and stuff like that, like those suck, because you just don't, until later, you may not understand why. And sometimes they don't even, like, I don't know, there's a lot of that it's just like, I don't know why I had to move through it, but and then you can alchemize it and use it and make it into art. That was the other thing they were giving me, is like turning that, speaking your story and giving that as your truth. And that, like, knowing too that like the more that you, like, this has been, again, just something that I've observed personally, is that like the more that you see patterns in your own life, the more that you realize a lot of us are going through the same things. And it almost like your ego dies a little bit every time those things happen, because you're like, oh, I'm not special anymore. Like my story isn't unique. And your ego has to die a little bit, but really that allows us to have those deeper connections. So it's really profound and it's really beautiful. And then the way that your story, your art, your creativity is still unique. So, that's something that's helped me to be able to just, like, I recognized that a long time ago. I was like, okay, this person chose to be, like, they gave up and they chose to be Jezebel. Like, I think there's a point of no return with that. Like, there's stuff like that though we may never know. It's like narcissism might be something that you choose to do in this lifetime, and that's like the personality disorder or whatever. Like, that was something that the role you wanted to play, whereas others of us wanted to wake up and heal and stuff. So then that kind of allows you to just accept things as you are, and you taking that responsibility for your own life and your own pain. Like, it's uncomfortable a lot of the times, but it's like, then you sharing what you go through it allows for this profound connection to people. And it's humanity. I mean, it's, I can't think of the other words there. There's not more words there. Health is one of them that they're pushing me so hard on, because I'm recognizing that there's issues with, I don't need to give a bunch of personal stuff, but like, I don't know, it's coming up, so maybe it will help somebody else. But like, I'm recognizing that it's nervous system related to me with the eating. It's not, it's when I feel comfortable and safe, I can feel that safety, that security in my body, and it's easier for me, to eat more regularly. But like, one of my go-tos, and I don't know if that will change in this life, is to restrict when I feel stressed. So like, and then the other things will happen where I'm not sleeping well, or I'm not and then I don't have an appetite, and then I have to I will mechanically eat now, because I do care to keep myself alive for as long as as long as God wants me here, my son needs me, and then also I want to be present with life and stuff. And there is that pattern of like the exhaustion for me, where it's just like, I just want to feel good and be healthy. But I've noticed that with the eating, it's like, it's nervous system related, and like, I need to not have tons of stress and tons of things I'm carrying, because then I'm not able to eat. And so it's more than just this mental health thing. But regardless, like that becomes more and more like, cause you'll see too, like once you come back and like, you're like, okay, there's not actually all this pressure on me, and God really just wants me to keep myself balanced. And so that, cause then you're going to need to have your energy, have your vibration up, and like be ready to use your discernment when you need it. And, be ready for whatever it is that God, that the divine is asking of you, essentially. Okay. I think that's enough. All right. I hope that helps somebody. I love you guys.